Deep Sea, a cutting-edge Chinese animation sets North American theatrical release. The Fall Guy release date moved to May and stakes out Deadpool 3 slot. NBC comedy, The Extended Family, restarts production, kicking off scripted TV's after-strike comeback. Trudeau, EB announced $1 billion battery plant in Maple Ridge, BC, $4 billion green hydrogen plant to be built in Quebec. In Germany, Habeck announces a hydrogen network that will be almost 10,000 kilometers long.
Reportedly, Russian oil enters Greece's largest refinery. Through Turkey and sanctioned Russian oil is reportedly finding its way into the U.S. military's supply chain. Almost no Russian oil is sold below $60 cap, say Western officials. Ukraine to permanently lose big chunk of its population, shown in data. Israeli lawmakers call on world to take in Gazan refugees. Israel foreign minister says Israel won't reopen its 2 Gaza crossings after war. Found document suggests Iran sought to help Hamas make its own weapons ahead of attack, sources say.
The noted Danny among 66 Indians who got Cyprus's golden passport between 2014 and 2020, as per report. ICID reveals how 67 Russian billionaires used Cyprus financial firms to hide their wealth. Binance client executives kidnapped, forced to empty crypto wallets. CZ says total loss was $12.5 million. Chinese game company Boya to splash $100 million on BTC, EDH, and stablecoins. EU agrees mineral supply targets to cut reliance on China. PetroChina to replace Exxon as lead contractor for Iraq's West Qurna 1 oil field, an oil executive says. European Space Agency signs on to upcoming Starlab space station.
EU defense ministers agree to prioritize 22 military capabilities to bolster European armed forces. U.S. approves possible sale of SM-6 missile interceptors to S. Korea, amid N-Korea threats. EU to miss target of supplying Ukraine with 1M artillery shells, Germany says.
Israel wants to obliterate Gaza to deter Iran, Hezbollah, says Dutch memo. U.S. rights group sues Biden for alleged failure to prevent genocide in Gaza. EU antitrust warning looms over Adobe's $20 billion bid for Figma. Microsoft, Google will not challenge EU gatekeeper status. Meta, YouTube face criminal spying complaints in Ireland.
PwC Cyprus moved £1 billion for Russian tycoon on day he was put under sanctions. Top German journalist received €600,000 from Putin ally, leak reveals, as German journalist dubbed the Putin connoisseur had secret book deal with Russian oligarch. Secret $40 million deal links Abramovich to Putin's wallets.
Paul Pelosi takes the stand in trial against man charged in 2022 home invasion attack. Paul Pelosi attack suspect surprisingly takes the stand to testify in his own defense. In Russell Brand allegations, BBC received 5 complaints about comedian's behavior during time at broadcaster. Johnson said in 2015, Trump was unfit and could be dangerous as president, whereas Speaker Johnson says he's all in for Trump in 2024. Speaker Mike Johnson says separation of church and state is a misnomer.
U.S. GOP senator challenges Teamsters president to fight during hearing.
Disney unveils digital collectibles with characters from iconic franchises, as Disney teamed up with Dapper Labs to launch innovative NFT platform, Disney Pinnacle. The IT arm of the LG taps a Tiger Global-backed QuickNode for a pursuit in Web3. Apple launches Tap to Pay on iPhone in France.
YouTube will let musicians and actors request takedowns of their deepfakes, and YouTube threatens to suspend creators who fail to disclose AI-generated videos. Amazon warns of threat to UK status, as Hollywood rival says shoots can be relocated at short notice. Zoom fatigue, exhaustion caused by video conferencing proven on a neurophysiological level for the first time. German drivers more aggressive on every count, after pandemic. Belgium bans use of Ozempic for weight loss, until summer. In the U.S., from the 2019 to 2020 to the 2021 to 2022 school year, national coverage with state-required vaccines among kindergartners declined from 95% to approximately 93%.
GTA 6's publisher says video games should theoretically be priced at dollars per hour. Rory McIlroy resigns as player director on PGA Tour policy board. Tennessee man arrested for DUI, meth while driving lawnmower Santa's train full of kids. In South Africa, police warn public on stolen radioactive material in Kabeja. Bright flash in Bemidji sky on Monday was likely not a meteor.
FBI struggled to disrupt dangerous casino hacking gang, cyber responders say. Microsoft patched a zero-day vulnerability for ASP.NET Core denial of service vulnerability, reportedly actively exploited. Reportedly, French National Police is unlawfully using an Israeli facial recognition software. Only 24% of Democrats say they are better off financially under Biden, poll says. In the U.S., consumer prices were unchanged in October. Core inflation rises at slowest pace since September 2021. Walmart, Costco and other companies rethink self-checkout.
Volkswagen will produce electric cars in Mexico. Elon Musk wants India to drop EV import tariffs before he opens a factory there. PM Narendra Modi may give him what he wants. Rivian says fat finger caused software update to brick infotainment systems. Physical servicing may be required.
Warner Brothers picks up Alien Legion with Tim Miller attached to direct. Judd Apatow says he's co-directing a Maria Bamford comedy documentary and producing a series pitch with Chris Whittisk of The Bear. Joaquin Castro calls for federal probe of Warner Brothers over handling of Coyote vs. Acme.
Seals show scientists an unknown Antarctic canyon. Pawtucket wins Bird of the Century with a record number of votes placed in 2023. The wolverines may soon be listed under the Endangered Species Act. Scientists dig up fossil of croc ancestor that lived in Bengal 250 years ago. GM registers as a Formula One power unit manufacturer. Andretti Cadillac F1 entry will be powered by a GM power unit starting in 2028. PGA Tour to offer members equity ownership in new corporation. Many Parisians call hosting 2024 Olympics bad idea, as per poll. The 2025 Toyota Camry goes hybrid only and gets electric AWD. Volvo CEO Jim Rowan thinks dropping Apple CarPlay is a mistake. 2025 Toyota Crown Signia is a two-rows, hybrid-only, mid-size SUV. NASCAR's Kevin Harvick pays $6.75 million for Ricky Bobby Mansion on Lake Norman in Cornelius. Carlos Sainz does a Lando Norris as he breaks the Netflix Cup trophy. Sula Braverman claims Rishi Sunak repeatedly failed on immigration, as Sula Braverman accuses Rishi Sunak of having no plan B if Rwanda migrant policy gets blocked by Supreme Court and rails against PM's magical thinking in scathing resignation letter. It had been reported that UK Interior Minister Sula Braverman fired after she accused London police of political bias. Sex education, a must in schools to stop baby dumping, says Saba MCA Women's Chief. New York appoints famed sex therapist Dr. Ruth as state's loneliness ambassador. Social exclusion is feminized, as 2 out of every 10 homeless people are women.
Qualcomm ends its copy of Apple's satellite SOS after 10 months. China claims world's fastest internet with 1.2 terabits per second network. World's first curved e-ink monitor debuts from Dasen.
Nothing Phone 2 becomes first Android smartphone to receive official Apple iMessage support. European Parliament Committee rejects mass surveillance proposal, similar to UK's online safety bill, namely the chat control.
JP Morgan says JPM coin transactions may hit $10 billion daily. Quantas Payments announces the launch of a regulated and programmable euro on the Algorand network. Nasdaq files proposal seeking SEC rule change to allow spot Ethereum ETF.
OpenAI pauses new signups to manage overwhelming demand. AI chemist finds molecule to make oxygen on Mars after sifting through millions. Google DeepMind's AI weather forecaster handily beats a global standard. China caps the OTC derivatives in setback to hedge funds, brokerages. Hong Kong ousts Dubai as biggest hub for Russian gold trading. Wall Street workers told to expect another year of smaller bonuses. She urges more economic links with Taiwan before Biden talks. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway trims stake at HP, exits bet on General Motors. Danish economy slips into recession amid pharmaceutical decline.